Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silent Misery. Now, let me make sure that there's game sound here. Oh, you know what? Hang on one quick second. Options, visuals, display. I had that turned off because I was doing a background scene for something else. Okay, looks like the audio is on for you guys to hear what is going on. Now, we last left off here at Trappers, and I don't recall looking under here for the hacksaw. So we are looking for the hacksaw. And it doesn't appear to be here. So I think what... Those aren't the best shape.
I think I can use
We
this.
have a sewing kit. Let's assess here. I glanced at the last video to see where we were and to check one thing at camp office because I've been away from this, but no bedroll and no. I knew we didn't have the
Oh,
hacksaw.
I'm starving.
So essentially, what I'm thinking, God, we need clothing. Forgot about the clothing issues. The bear attack was brutal. So it's a good time of day. What I want to do is go to Deadfall and No Name Pond. There's two possible hacksaw spawns there. If the hacksaw's not there, I'm going to just forego the hacksaw and go towards Forlorn Muskeg. We need to get going on building a hacksaw, or not building a hacksaw. We need to get going building a hatchet, and we need to get some arrows done. Once we get the hatchet, we'll be able to start harvesting saplings and kind of get things going there. Let's go ahead and eat something. We definitely need some food. I don't trust those. Everything's been checked here. Note left behind. What are we doing on cloth? Okay, we got plenty of cloth. One piece of scrap. I wonder if we left any scrap at the camp. That I don't know. But I think... Oh, we didn't look in here. I think that'll be our rounds. We're going to go to Deadfall and Unnamed Pond, and there's that little cabin over there. And I think that's going to be the gist of where we're going to go. God, Lord, it's cold. It's so funny. I've been playing episode 5 and all the sounds, and then to come in and play this in dead silence is so bizarre. Because I was in an area in the game that is so uniquely interesting with all the sound. And I don't want to say any more than that, because I don't want to be a spoiler. Too early for spoilers. We take advantage of having energy to do this. Any predators, so let's... take advantage of that. That deer ran in a really good direction. Let's see if we can keep it running it. Oh, keep going that way. That was awesome. No, now you changed direction.
I can't feel my feet.
Well, that's not fair. I've got the subtitles on because of episode 5, and I probably should turn those off because that does give me a slight unfair advantage. So, 'cause I just saw that talking about being cold.
It's so cold.
Yeah, see, I'm so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
wanna lay
Okay, so
down.
let's. Ooh, damn! Didn't mean to do an ankle. Sometimes there's predators in this. I need to be mindful. It's also a good place for keys.
Ow!
Be worth it to build a fire now. Make a few teas.
I'd eat anything right about now.
I'd love to find hacks later. And it's not here. How many matches do we own? Tons. Okay. I just wanted to double check because you see the 8 and then you don't know. Okay, we got a fire striker. That's good. Let's do this, Astrid. No, don't burn your birch bark. Oh, we've got all kinds of fire, don't we? All right. We got maglins, we got matches, we got everything. Our biggest problem is hacksaw.
One little fire. Perfect.
Do a coal.
I'm gonna need some first aid
We're
soon.
doing water. We need to cook water. So we're gonna be here for a minute. Good, we're warming up. All right, so now before I forget, options, visuals, display, subtitles off. Because that is cheating. There's just no doubt about it. I turned it on because I was doing episode 5. And I'll have to turn it back on when I get back to that. But... Alright, so let's do this. And let's... I'll cook as many peas as we can. Although we don't have a lot of water on us to keep cooking peas. I'm going to cook that now because it isn't going to do us any good if I'm dying and I need it and then have to start a fire and cook it. We don't have the aqua purifier. I was going to say, I'm going to cheat and just use the aquifer. Tell you what, just cook these. Even if we don't eat them right. Not worried about keeping that birch bark to be warm. Thought I'd make it ahead of time. But you know what? Sneak out here.
That squirts a bit.
I could eat a horse.
Keep making teas, Astrid. We need them. torches. Syrup. Oh, there you go. Looking for it. Don't have enough for anything else. There's it. Okay, that's got an hour. We're not staying here much longer. Not as good as I like. What do we do? Half liter and have that number. Yes. Okay. Okay, my focus is to get this water done. Pick that up. The snow. Eat this amazingly hot porridge. Pick that up. Oh. Didn't know we had cold ones. And that'll do. That won't do. Okay, we'll grab a couple more. See if we can keep one lit. Garbage. Alright. Thought I saw another one. It just didn't look hard enough. Alright, let's see if we get lucky with an unnamed pond here. Weather doesn't look like it's agreeing. There's a wolf. Glad to have seen you.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Another wolf eating on something right there. Definitely others. Empty. Oh, this won't draw any attention.
I'm
Oh.
gonna need some first aid soon.
You found me. Oh, nice. I can't run. We're not tired. We're not overburdened. But yeah, I I must have gotten an affliction that I'm not remembering. Okay. You stay back there and snarl at the audience, and I will continue to pick up space. I'm gonna need a drink of tea here. Ooh, more birch bark.
That smarts a bit. Hurts a bit, but I'll make it. Whew.
Buddy's still following me here. He is. Keep trying to sprint, and it's not gonna work.
Ow!
Well, it wasn't the way I intended to get here, but I got here. I would have liked to have drank those teas sooner. I didn't trust him. And where are you at? Drink. Alright. Oh, he went and got a rabbit. Alright, I'm beginning to think that there may not be a hatch here. Because the places that I knew to look, I'm not finding it. And if I didn't look in a spot that you know where it's located, that's just because I don't know that it's there. I know Deadfall's the one, the Upper Dam, Dave's Quiet Clearing, and Unnamed Pond are possible.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
I think we're going to go in here and warm up. Force a habit to try to sprint. A couple books. Not really anything here to get excited about. So, I guess at this point, we're going to warm up so slowly. Here, see if that makes you feel warmer. I'm going to sleep for an hour. It's going to be late. If it's not an aurora and it's not a blizzard, maybe we'll fire up a torch here and kind of do an evening walk out. It's snowy. This does not look promising. Might be worth just being patient. Oh, it was one of those days in the outhouse. Needed a pry bar. Oh, look at the saplings in the distance. They're just teasing us. Good Lord, already. Good Lordy be. Let's not lose any more health than we have to.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Oh, I don't. Damn, we're not even tired. But we have reishi, so we can do antibiotics. dodged a bullet. We're just barely warm in here. All right, let's craft what we can craft. We're not that tired. That's the problem. I'm gonna sleep for 5 minutes. There's nothing to repair because we have no clothing to deal with. Can't repair that. It's dark. What are our stats here? Where are we at? Okay, we're almost to cooking 3. We still got a ways to go to cooking 5. Yeah. And our status. Besides cabin fever, diminished form, haunted mind. You have less stamina, carry capacity. Okay, yeah. We got frostbite on her foot and on her head because we didn't have clothes. We don't want to just pass time and kill calories. There's nothing to do there. I might as well just take these out because they aren't doing me any good to forget. This one empty. Do not need these cans. We got 1 piece of scrap metal. I think there's some more. At camp office. That's where I want to go next. Camp. All right, let's do the deed. The other part of this is trying to just not waste the sleep and get much better healing out of sleeping for longer. So I'm going to pass 2 more hours. Things are going to start getting tight here. All right. 7 hours max. I don't know that we're going to get 7 hours, but I'm going to do the max. Okay, we did get some healing there. Probably going to burn some of that healing, though. I'm going to eat a couple cattails. Maybe we can get a couple.
I'm starving.
A no-name pond, because I'm going to go up the little creek there. Need water. It's going to be a blizzard one. Making all these plans. Yeah, look at those saplings over there. Just calling to it. If the forest is empty and a tree falls, does make a sound? Don't know. I can't. I'm mildly disappointed about the fact that we can't find a padlock. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels here a little bit. That's why I'm not going to go continue to search around. We've searched all the places that it kind of should have been. There may be a couple of possible. We're already hypothermic. Maybe a couple more places possible, but we gotta go. We've got to go get the hatchet. We've got to get this going. Even I've done this in the past
God,
where
I'm freezing.
takes a little longer to make clothing stuff without the knife, but you can do it with a hatchet. We go in, we get the hatchet, we make a half dozen arrowheads. That's what we did. Should have enough scrap metal. Hold on. Ooh. Have the outcast fire. So much for our protection. Oh, we can sprint now.
I could eat anything right now.
There's another sapling. Saplings all over the place. Over here. Grabbing a bunny becomes possible without dying. And they grab it. We could use the food and the skin. All running away from it. I went the wrong way. I need a hustle. Take the acorns, we need food. Yeah, I'll warm up. Moose markings and moose. Run like the wind. Run into the wind, whichever one is right. So what little healing we got just burnt right back out. It is what it is. Okay. That's right. Moved everything up. There's our beloved hammer. Oh, that's right. You have two pre-made ones. I wish we had more scrap metal. We may have to chance that too. Tools can stay here. We need the hammer. guess this would be a good time to make potatoes, huh? Maybe some more bannock? We need water? Yeah, we might as well. Come on. Do water. Grab a potato. Cook some bannock. We'll get cattails in the muskeg, so I'm not going to sweat eating. I'll eat as few as I have to. I take it this granola bar was near death. Still fighting the cabin fever thing. That's not fair. You've been outside. Don't want to stay here too long either. I doubt I'm going to add time to this fire. We're going to get done what we can get done with this fire. Probably use maybe 2 more torches. Okay, if we have to, we can scrap that for 1. We do have 2 arrowheads in there from Ash Canyon. That is a plus. So
I could
we
eat
make
anything
6.
right now.
We might be able to get this done. Because I've got 1 on me. So, 3 pieces of scrap metal gives me 6. We'll be able to make 8 arrows. I think that's good. We can always make some fire hardened arrows if it gets really crazy. The hatchet is 5. That's 8. So we need 11. 11 would be optimal. And that's if we don't find the hacksaw on the way there, because if it's at Poacher's or if it's at the, what is it, the Hunter's Blind, could be at the homestead, it could be by the bunker, the bunkhouses. So we might get lucky enough to actually find one. Eat one. Can you cook another? You must not have enough. Here, make this potato. Water must be almost, yeah, I was gonna say water must be gone. Should be able to process the burdock, huh? Right? Takes 15 minutes. That's calories. I think we can get away with this. Okay, the potato's done. It's got time to burn down. 16 minutes. On potable water. Add 2 more. I think what I'm going to do is... oh, I should eat a piece. Don't be foolish. I had walked out of here with the keys not being read. That would have been really, really, really bad. Worthy of bad comments. Okay, that shouldn't burn. As soon as these are all warm. There's no water. 20 minutes. We need to take those? Are those ours? Or is they the house hardware? Or the house hardware? I don't want to take them and then find out I'm carrying all this extra weight. I'm going to add one more stick. The sad thing is that I'm making all this plans here. And there could be a raging blizzard outside. I wouldn't hear it. All of these. Put them all in here. Okay. Got traveling keys. Eat that. I'll get some amount of calories. And a whole bunch of warmth. Ooh, a second can opener. I saw that. You could be number 11, possibly. Take the book for fire. Looking for any more indiscriminate pieces of scrap metal that might help us. Second can opener is definitely a piece of scrap. Oh, I was supposed to grab a torch. Dang it. Wow. Look, let's go. Torch is not going to keep us from getting cold. I don't even know how much it's going to slow it down. We've got no jacket. Right now we just got to keep ourselves safe. Jerks. Good lord, it's cold. Yeah, dip into a tea quicker than I anticipate.
Oh, I'm starving.
Put that away. That for an emergency. Of course it wouldn't be there. I think the hard part is that we're going over here with such a handcuff. Don't have a lot of food. There are a couple of... Ah! Never saw him. We are done. good Lord. I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to hear that. Well, Silent Misery has been a very, very interesting journey. Um, I knew it was going to be really hard to go to Forlorn Muskeg after the bear attack because, I mean, we were cold, we were dealing with that, and um, we were low on fuel on food, so it was so cold. We would have had a really tough time spending all that time we needed to gather cattails and stuff. Oh, at this point, I don't know what to say. Um, I, I don't know what to say. Other than it was an interesting run. I mean, it was a good suggestion. Um, we may have to try and do a misery again, but with the sound on. Um, I think I could. Uh, I'm really actually not that disappointed with the fact that I think this is it's hard, but I think if you play fairly conservatively without making a lot of really silly mistakes, like getting attacked by the bear and now by the wolf. I mean, getting attacked by the wolf happens. That's not even that foolish. Getting attacked by a bear is really silly when you can hear it. You can hear the bear if you wear the headphones. That's silly. You know, it happens too, but nevertheless. So usually these things run about an hour. I don't know if I have anything to tack onto the end of this, but I think I'll find something. I don't want this to appear to be an end story, so maybe I can find something, or maybe we could do something a little silly. Um, you know what? I have an interesting idea. So here's all the stats. I'll scroll through them very slowly, and you can stop. I'll do that real quick, and then I have an idea. Something I have been meaning to do for a while, and the about the 15 minutes that we have left, this will be a good little bonus thing for you guys. So let me scroll through these. One struggle. We survived a bear attack. We got our ptarmigans. We really didn't get a lot done. Oh, we didn't get dysentery. That's a good one. Yeah, once we got blood loss with the wolf, we were done. We just weren't going to survive that. Okay. Confirm. We can't cheat death. Survival. Load. Let's check on Deadworld. And I get to turn the sound back up for this. How are we doing, Deadworld? We got no food. That's typical. We still got 3 stems. Now, I have not gone back to watch this at all, so this is just bonus footage to fill in the hour. I thought this would. I was trying to think of something to fill this with. We have not checked in on Deadworld for a long, long time. So, this is a good opportunity to check in on Deadworld. So, let's see here. What's our weight look like? We are good on weight. I don't know why we got all this stuff curing. It's not like we can do much with it. We got matches here. We do have rabbit mittens. We got double that. We got our wolf coat that we managed to pull off. And we're about as warm as we can be. It's late afternoon. I don't know. I would assume we've beachcombed here. Let's go take a look. We're mildly warm. That's not fair. You're not supposed to have any wolves here. So that is a bad load-in for the code. And an unfair advantage because I'm not prepared for any animal encounters. Alright, so let's grab this. Is the pot one we need to take? No, I think it's one we're leaving behind. Alright, well, I think at this point we're well rested. Let's go to Desolation Point. You're going to have to be careful, though. I think the code didn't load in right. I hate to waste any time. Do we have any rocks? We do have a rock here. Let's grab another rock. How are we doing on matches? Oh, we've got... I was going to say, I'll light this torch right now. Let's just do this. I don't want to lose this run, but I'm not... It's not going to be the end of the world if I do. And I have it saved. I have it backed up 6 ways to Sunday. Because... Alright, I'm just going to assume that's all been picked. We wouldn't have come up here. Yeah, I see a rabbit. Yeah, this didn't load in properly. So we need to sneak our way up here and hopefully not have an encounter. That's the problem with the custom codes. If you haven't played it for a while, sometimes the initial load-in will not load in correctly. And that works really against you because of the fact that with this one, there's not supposed to be any wildlife. Now, the rabbits, I mean, I can ignore the rabbits. That's not a big deal. It's the wolves that make this really bad. Having a wolf attack when you're not prepared to deal with animals at all really kind of puts a cramp in your step here. I can't believe how warm it is. So technically we go through the mine, it should load back up. Okay, well, here's the big question. If you stayed this long and you're getting the bonus footage of Deadworld, which this is just kind of a check-in. We haven't done this, and it's kind of fun. It's like get a chance to check in on Deadworld Astrid. But we need to come up with another challenge. And so this actually helps me because I want to record more of the episode 5 stuff. I was thinking about spending a lot of time doing that this evening. Now I'll be able to do more this afternoon as I'm recording. Well, let's not use that one. Torch. Oh, that was too close. This is the problem with doing this challenge right now, is that with the beachcombing, hey, coal. We are getting a little respawned coal in here. That's great. With the beachcombing, this has kind of been a good test. I know a lot of people have talked about how. Here, let's take a peek here. 168 days is what we've lasted. If we go to this Deadworld, 168. Okay, 168 days. I think Jitwire did her last run, and it ran 100. I want to say it was closer to 100, and it was high 80s, low 90s. So she's got me by about a month on this. And she played it a much different way than I did. So some of it could have been RNG. I know I wasted some time. There's things I would have done different. I definitely wouldn't have worried about doing the wolf coat because I had to go back to Timberwolf Mountain. I'm sure there's things I've missed that I could have done better. Lots of, woulda, coulda, shouldas. But I'm loving how warm we are. We need to get right out to the beach. Now, technically, because it's loaded again, it should load the code, and we shouldn't have any animals at all. So I'm not sure I'm gonna keep a torch going here at this point. This might be a good way to do this as we do more of these testing my limits challenges. Maybe this will be the filler. So if we do a testing my limits challenge and I end up failing miserably, 1, 2, 3 episodes in, and it's been 10 minutes into the episode, maybe we'll just we'll continue the Dead World as a filler content. It gives me an excuse to come in and play this. All right, Desolation Point. Bathroom or no bathroom, you need to produce. We need food. This looks like a fish right here. Thank you, BP. We live to see another day right there. See what else we get. This is previous. Good luck here. I think we got a deer right there. Not spectacular, but we'll take anything we can get. I'm still amazed with how warm we are. Going to take advantage, and we're going to try to walk as much of the beach we can with the weather. Oh, just appeared out of nowhere. Alright. Scrap metal. We really don't need that. Take the cloth. I'm not sure where we are in that. If you're not familiar with beachcombing, I move it so that way if something else can spawn in its place. Hang in there, Astrid. You're still cold, though. Let's get over here to the little island here, and we'll start a fire for you to warm up. so nice to have sound back. If I remember correctly, 'cause it's been since, I want to say November of last year, since I actually have fired this up. Um, we have a fire, pre-made fire over here in between the rocks. And we'll go and fire that up. I don't think I have any keys. And if we do, I've been saving them for emergencies, so. Each filming here has not been very lucrative. Did get a fish, though. Did get a fish. And I don't know when the last blizzard is, either. We may have picked this all clean, and I just missed that fish. Which, I guess at this point doesn't matter. I'm on it, Astrid. I'm on it. I'm glad I did this. This is making me feel good. I've needed an excuse to come in here and look at this save, and putting this in as a filler, I think was a good idea. There's birch bark up there. Okay. That's fine. No, we don't need that. You have good fire starting skills here.
Come on, little fire. My fingers feel numb.
I'm working on it. We are warming up. That's good. Okay, we have one coffee. We have one reishi, one, yeah, so teas are getting thin. I don't know why I'm carrying film around. I'd have to go back and look. Alright, so we'll get her fed. Hey, well fed is back. I don't know. That was a constant problem. You don't find any more, because like right now, I mean, we've got nothing. We've got no backup food. So this fish, that's it, until we find more fish. This is the goofy part of this whole scenario, is that we're out of options. I mean, we could drink the teas and the coffee, but at some point we're going to start, you know, slowly dying. I mean, we are slowly dying. But we are regaining some health. We passively gain a little bit of health. Sleep doesn't do it for us. Hoping to warm up and go beachcomb over here, but starting to feel like that's not going to really do any good. We got way too much cloth. All right, Astrid, enjoy it. we're still pretty warm, and we don't have a storm, so go take a look. And I think what I'm going to do is we'll beachcomb this side, and we'll get to Hibernia, and then we'll create a save point there. And that'll be our quick little check-in for Deadworld. And hopefully by the length of the video, you won't be
Dark out here.
you won't be suspicious that we lost the run on this. I'm not going to mention anything. And I really like this as an idea for gap filler. So let me know your comments on that. So every time we lose a run in testing my limits, and we have time left over, we will check in on Deadworld. We don't need hypothermia, please. Yeah, I'm beginning to think, Astrid, we're going to be in trouble here. Unfortunately, we need a blizzard in the worst way. And the weather picked up, blew out our torch. Well, this could be the blizzard we're looking for. Although, I thought I heard the aurora noise. Okay, well. Let's hightail it to Hibernia and try to sprint much. Let's go up here versus that back door. God, Lord, it's loud. Fires everywhere. All right. Total darkness. Okay, we'll end it here. By all means, thanks for watching the Silent Misery series. That was fun. I look forward to listening back to see how that where that wolf was, and if I missed it, and what happened. But I'm ready for the next challenge. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm ready for the next challenge. We'll go from there. But hopefully the little filler with Deadworld worked really well. I hope you don't look at the video and you saw it was 35, 40 minutes. You're like, oh, I know what happened. So you won't have that. And hopefully using the Deadworld as a filler worked out for those of you that haven't seen this in a very long time. But nevertheless, we got more. We got thermoses here with no need for thermos. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the series. We'll start a new challenge next Tuesday, and we'll catch you on the next one.